Hey guys, welcome to closed beta event number 2, new server that just opened up today. So we're going to go and talk about how to get land. There's tons and tons of land available. So we're going to go and actually play through here. I've already played through once on a different account. Got, real estate there, got the character to level 15. Took a break, played on another, beta account that was from the closed beta 1. So we'll walk you through the whole steps here now that it's not so crowded. You can actually do things. You don't want to do everything. So as we're going through here, you'll see that we actually aren't doing everything. We picked a ranger. I like ranger classes in MMOs. And then you do want to kind of like move on the fly and then also adjust your skills how you want them while you're constantly moving. You can buy amounts if you want to do a super speed rush from the marketplace over here. We currently don't have any credits, it looks like. So it looks like the marketplace is actually down because we do have some credits. Yeah, you can avoid the very first kill quest. You're going to avoid a lot of the kill quests. You don't need to do those. It looks like the server might crash. I don't know. Again, you do want to pick up all the quests here because you never know what ones will be very simple to do, and you can get those done by just talking to people. So you always want to pick up the quests. You do want to use your dash right here. This will make you like 30% faster or 40% faster. So definitely a lot faster. It does take out your mana, so when you do use your dash, your mana does decrease. You do have some potions in the beginning of the game. You'll notice we got another skill point, so we clicked on that, and then it automatically brings you down your new skill down there. And if you look at the combo thing, you can see that this actually combos with slow. So the piercing shot, it says increased severity of slow effect on targets. And then so the charged bolt actually slows the target. You can see in the middle right there where it says range attack plus 300. And then it shows a slow icon. So it slows the target. So if you use that first and then combo it to the piercing shot, you'll actually get a longer slow duration. So the piercing shot, or the charged bolt, I should say, actually slows for like 2 seconds. If you combo it with the piercing shot, the blood one, you'll actually get a slow for like another 3 or 4 seconds. So that's a very, very big duration and slowness added on. When you're building your classes in Archeage, you do want to look at all the combos that things combo with, because that's where you get most of your damage. That's where you get your big DPS. That's where you get, massive damage. That's where you're able to solo elites, and really the strength of your classes come out. There's so many different combo features in this game. It's just crazy. So you can see not too bad. We've leveled up. We've just done the, pretty much move quests. You get a quest tracker over here. You can see your skills level up as your character levels up. They don't always level up at the same time. So I already know what the quests are, so I'm able to kind of run through and not really the text on the quests. And then you can also use a little cheat sheet of the mini-map over here. So it shows you a circle of a radius of where that quest is, and it tells you what you have to do over here. You can cut through the cutscenes by pressing escape. You do want to make sure you do all the green quests because these will actually get you your guild stars. And the guild stars allow you to purchase houses, boats, you know, really cool things that you're going to want. And if you can't get a house, you can get a boat. If you're a free player, you can get a boat. You can't actually place a house if you're a free player. So you can see we're not going to do the ants. The ants, they don't give you much experience. It's not worth it. And in the beginning of the game, there's actually too much competition for all those monsters. So right now we actually could do those quests, but they are not worth the time and effort that it takes to do them. I think I just missed a quest here. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, so when you abandon them, they actually go back to there, so you can see. Then you get all this gear. When you start the game the very first time, you have 0 labor points. So we actually have 5,000 because we are a Patreon and we played in the first closed beta, and it regenerates over time. So over those 2 weeks, it actually regenerated up to max. But typically you have 0 labor points when you start the game. And all these equipment and items that they give you cost 5 labor points to open. So you don't want to open all of them. You only want to open the stuff that you're actually going to use. I'm not going to use a staff. I'm an archer, so I'm not going to open that one. This one, I'm not even sure what it is, but I think it's a 2-handed sword, so I don't want to open that. The only things you really want to open are bows, so I want to open the bow. And then you want to get, you can see the stat changes right there. Green is good, red is bad. You right-click to equip it. You do want to open up the loots. You see you'll get a new loot that will heal you. And you can wear a shield and a sword. So I do like to open up the shield. Oops. So we just picked up a pack. It's not a trade pack, but it's a like flying propeller pack. And you see you can actually use it to help you move. It makes you faster. You jump really, really far. And it has a short cooldown, so you can use this to actually jump further than it would take you to run. So it's a nice little feature that they give you. You want to use every little trick that you can get to speed things up so you can get the exact land that you want. And then so now you're going to be able to pick a class. You got more skill points. I like archery because it also gives you a movement speed plus 8% right there at passive. And then there's also these over here. This one actually combos really well because it gives you a speed increase right here. So this is the one I like to pick first. We pick this skill right here. You can actually get on other players' mounts, so if they're in your way, be careful because you'll click on them and they'll actually hop on the other person's mount. And so this right here is one of the only quests that you actually have to do. You have to do this one right here, Opportunity and Crisis. And you have to do that because you need to get a mount. Unless you're going to buy a mount from the cash shop, which those mounts are really, really good. But yeah, if you don't want to buy a mount from the cash shop because they are pretty expensive, you're going to have to do this quest to get a free mount, or just buy the mount by itself. And we still have this pack on us. So you can see here we can use this. We can use this skill and it makes us run faster. We can also run faster with the charge, the dash. And then when you are killing things, you do want to party up with people to make it easier. Then you'll notice all the debuffs on the monster right below its HP. Those people didn't want to party me. And the cool thing about Archeage is you don't actually have to complete the entire quest. It says kill 20 out of 100. And it says in progress over there on the quest. And once we get to 60, it'll actually say early complete. So complete early. So that means we can go turn it in and we can get a fraction of the reward right now if we wanted to. So that is really cool. So you don't have to actually kill all the monsters. It's only 2 more, so we might as well go ahead and do it. It's not too big of a deal. If you are doing a super speed run, you're probably going to want to actually go and just kill, 3 of these. Or you're either going to want to actually just go ahead and buy the mount from the store, which is over here. And you're going to want to buy one of these guys for, $10 or so, 15 bucks. Because those guys are really helpful. You can get that right as you log into the game. They're a lot faster than these mounts right over here that you get for free. So it definitely does help. So remember, you still have this little pack thing on your back, so it's kind of cool. You can use it, jump around. And don't sweat it. If you are playing like later that day, like we did here in this episode or this series, whatever you want to call this video, there's still going to be plenty of good land available. So don't sweat it. If you can't play for like 2 days or 3 days, then you might have a problem. Because in 2 or 3 days, a lot of people are going to log on. A lot of people are going to get land. And land is a limited quantity in this environment, in this game. And then also in 2 or 3 days, you will be having some gankers around that will actually go and just, want to kill people for the heck of it. And they will be pretty strong already, because you can actually probably power level to 50 in like 3 days. So you're planting this Vita seed, and that's used to feed mounts. And then you need to go get water from the well over here. Use water for plants and also for bathing your pets. And you can see we have 4 Guild of Stars already. You only need 15 Guild of Stars to get your first house, or you can save it up and get a little speedboat, a clipper, for 50 Guild of Stars, or you can get a farmhouse for 50 Guild of Stars. You go ahead and pick whatever pet you want. You can see the pets over here, so they have a little display there. You place down your pet, and then you have to go interact with your pet to make it grow. You're going to go and feed the plant that you just made. It's going to chill there for a few seconds and do a dance or something. We're going to go grab some water. It's always important to have some water for your crops and for your animals. And so you see you're just filling up some water over there. And it does take a few seconds to actually grow and kind of like level up itself. You can see it's slowly growing, it's getting bigger. Keep interacting with it and it keeps growing. This is the time where you can actually use your coin packs, your coin purses, and you can open up and see what kind of coins you get. They do cost a labor to actually open up, but you can get some Archean dust, which is for crafting, or some rare materials in there. So it's probably good to open it, and you do get some experience also for opening up the coin pouches. Pretty much anytime you use labor points, you get experience. So now you got your pet, you summon him. Make sure you don't forget to finish the quest. You'll get experience here. He'll give you potions. So now you have your pet. You have a run skill here that makes you run a lot faster with your pet. And then as you level your pet up, he'll gain new skills that you can use while riding. So there is mounted combat in Archeage. This is a pretty easy quest to do. It's a fetch and grab this pack of wood or whatever and take it to this guy over here. Gives you a decent amount of experience, so it's nice to do. It's quick, easy, and then it also leads to a quest chain, which unlocks like 2 more quests, which is also a good amount of experience. So again, it takes you over here now. Wants you to throw this salt thing in the pots. Completed that. And now you want to pick up this dust. You pick up the dust and you go back and talk to this monkey thing. And you have that, and now you have another quest. And that's another one, just go talk to this person over here. So right there you gained like a whole level just by doing one little quest that led to a quest chain. After you get out of this starting area, you're going to want to pretty much do all the quests because it becomes a little bit harder to level up. This stuff right here is just really, really basic things. If you've played any other MMOs ever, it's all the same junk. Here, this is how you attack. You go and select these targets. Go do this. There are a lot of fetch quests here. You can see over here, it's go kill 5 of those guys. So again, that is, not something you're going to be able to really do when there's 15,000 players trying to log in early on. And they're just, being herded over to these quests, and they're going to do all the quests that they get. You don't need to do that. Doing this path right here, you pretty much get to level 10 right when you get to the scarecrow area, the farming place, so that's perfect. So again, you see your skills level up. We're already level 7, it looks like. Confirm your skills. You can see it doesn't take very long at all. I'm not sure what the time is right now on the video, but it doesn't take that long at all to level up. Like I said, we're level 7. It slows down a lot once you start getting to level like 15. But it's also because you actually have to start doing, kill quests. You can't really skip all the kill, 5 monsters, kill 10 monsters. You actually have to do those. So over here, it wants you to kill one of the big guys here, like the leaders, the null leaders. They're not very hard. These are little small minions. And then you have the big guys that are typically over in the camps. So you can see he has a larger HP. He is a strong enemy classification. If you look over to the right over here, it shows you his HP, shows you his ranking, mana. So he is a little bit stronger than the other creatures. You can see it takes a lot longer to kill, to burn down. Not too hard. You can do it solo. It's fairly easy. You get that. It's complete. This other quest here, it has is to find the missing map pieces. And they're actually hidden. And you can see these little beams of light. And you want to go ahead and grab these because these are really easy to get. It's only 3 of them, and they give a good amount of experience. So again, it's around the big camp things, around where the leaders are. You can see that one has 2 people. Here's one that is just 1, so we'll go ahead and kill him. You do want to go and get your thing before someone else steals it like that. And so there's going to be a lot of dicks like that in the game that will go and steal your quest items. So that's part of the reason why you don't want to do a lot of different quests in the beginning. Because like I said, there are dicks that will take all your stuff. So here's one right here. On the bright side, these things do come back fairly quickly. So we'll sit here, wait just a few seconds, and it came back already. But yeah, that one is definitely worth doing. As long as it's not too camped and crowded, go ahead and grab 3 of those. If you can't, just skip it. I mean, if there's too many people there, there's no point in doing it. The experience won't kill you. You just want to make sure you have enough experience to get to level 10 by the time you get around to the farming area, so you can get your small scarecrow and not have to backtrack once you get your small scarecrow. Because once we get out of this region, we're never going to come back to this region again. There's nothing here for us. All the quests give really, really low experience. So this quest is really easy. You do want to jump off your mount, though, because your mount is actually really slow in the water. And you can actually use your skills to swim. You can see I'm burning that person like crazy. And he finally got the idea. He's like, oh, okay, he's running faster than me. So I'm going to get off my mount and go and swim like he is. You can actually find things underwater. So there can be gold and treasure underwater. So this is just a small little lake, but the actual ocean is huge. And there's a lot of buried treasure and hidden enemies, hidden items and stuff underneath the sea. So it's definitely a really, really cool exploration aspect of the game. So again, you're going to follow the mini-map to go down to your next area. You can give your fingers rest by pushing numlock, and it makes your character auto-run. And so now, if I remember correctly, we're actually going to come up to a quest that starts to give out gear. And you really want to get quests and do quests that give out weapons because they make you kill faster. And most of the gear that you get early on in the game will be coming from quests. Currently, the